Well, well. It's Monday morning. I forgot to set my one alarm clock ahead an hour. So when I woke up, as far as I was concerned, it was still 8:30 in the morning. Well, I'm here, so I just wanted to kind of apologize for that. So got panel open. Now I would like to know: is there any way I can verify, or can somebody verify if the stream key is the same? I think it's the same, but I'm not sure between apps. So I'm gonna do is let me put both of them on here on the screen here and see which one works and then which one don't. That one ends in GK, and then this one ends in see, that one's cut off when you look at it on the screen. So you don't really I think it's the same link. GK port looks familiar. I think it's the same link. But oh well. We know some people have worked with this one and it worked, and some people worked with this one and it worked. The first few letters, FPL. I think it's this one. I think it's just still the panel link. I'm not sure, but it does say subject to change. So we don't know which one it is. We'll just check them out. So I watched an interesting video last night about this guy who's a watch hobbyist or watch repair hobbyist, working on a couple of different watches, from all mechanical watches to a Seiko World Time Pan Am watch. And I never in my life realized how teeny tiny this person is. Even the Seiko digital watch, they had really teeny tiny parts in there. Compared to the watch I'm wearing now on my wrist, those things were like a 747 inside. Good morning. How you doing, Bianca? Good morning to you. So I cannot for the life of me imagine making such a amazingly tiny, delicate instrument like that and actually getting it to work. I mean, that's insane. I mean, those parts are so small. And the most surprising one was the Seiko one. When I saw the size of the C clips that he had to take out for the buttons, guys, these C clips were only 2 millimeters in 2 millimeters in diameter. I can barely put ones on and take ones on and off. They're ½ inch. Never mind anything that tiny. That's how small they were. I mean, 2 millimeters? Little tiny C clips like that. I said, oh, I definitely couldn't do that. It's just too small for me. I don't really know who invented the watch, but clearly clockmakers started wanting to make portable timepieces back in the 1500s. They started to work on it, having I came experiment with making big clocks like church clocks and cuckoo clocks and things like that. So around 1600s, 1700s, they started making a wrist watch. And that was unhealthy. We only remaining. I don't know. It's you think we want to call it a wrist clock or something because that's really what it is, a wrist clock. Maybe they called it a watch because, oh, look, watch how this little second hand moves around the display. How you doing, famous person? Welcome to the show. Good morning to you. Yeah, so I mean, it's amazing how small these things have gotten component wise. And now we have things, and those are men's watches he was working on. I could not visualize him having open up a ladies' watch. And I got an example of a ladies' watch here. When someone gave me a ladies' watch. At least I didn't have to work on mine yet. It's still here, it's still complete, and it's a wind-up watch. They escaped me alone on the wind-up watches was insane. From 1924, I mean, that thing was ridiculously small. Yeah, it was really ridiculously small. I wish I was right. I could not see her trying to do that part. Especially with the way her eyesight is. All of a sudden, pieces go disappearing, and she goes, "Where's that tiny piece?" I remember when she lost a part of her iPhone 4S, and the little tiny metal clip that touches the Wi-Fi to the back antenna behind the phone, and she like, "Where's the clip? We can't find the clip." What's this interesting now? Well, I don't eat pancakes every morning, and I don't eat sausages every morning, and I certainly don't eat chocolate every morning. Although I guess if you ever eat count chocolate, I guess that would kind of count as all those in one. Or Cocoa Pebbles. I like Cocoa Pebbles. Well, I'm sorry, Mills. I mean, I forgot to set my one alarm clock ahead an hour, and that's the one that is the second alarm clock. Because I went to sleep at 5:30 in the morning and after watching this hobbyist watch repair guy repairing teeny tiny watches, and I was like, oh, it's 5:30 in the morning. And it's kind of like Garfield, let me sleep. The cover's back on me after the 8:30 alarm, which was legitimately goes off. I mean, at night 8 o'clock because my cell phone clock adjusts to from the cell phone network, but the second alarm isn't connected to any network, and then of course it goes tripping off an hour and a half later, an hour later, and I'm like, it was supposed to be it was supposed to be 30 minutes, and it's like, oh, okay, it's 8:30 in the morning. I guess it's time to get up. Yeah. When it's really 9:30 in the morning. I hate daylight saving. I hate summertime. I really do. Congress, get rid of the thing, will you, please? Thank you very much, Sea Breeze. Yeah, I sleep all kinds of crazy hours. You get to know me long enough. I don't know why I do. I just do. Um, and I didn't get a nap in either. So all day. So I was like, last night I was like, starting to get a little tired after a little bit tired after the after show. So, but we covered a lot on the after show last night and Kick, and I hope that you all guys who came enjoyed it. Okay. I have had breakfast cakes like that, coffee cakes, but not for breakfast, but I'm not talking about. The only thing is my watch cover, I'm not my watch cover, my cover and my cup came off the plastic slider, so I got to get a new cover because I can't find the slider. And it still keeps out the cap, and it still can spill though. But coffee not fine. Operator halted. Yes, I know. Planning moves. That was a whole friggin' almost half hour late. But we got the clock fixed, so we're here. So that's always good.
Oh yeah!
I didn't die yet.
Oh yeah!
What is it gonna be like when I finally wake up after you do die? I mean, like, hey man, what to sleep in one bedroom? What the hell am I doing here? Think about that, right? Here today, over there tomorrow. Who would take care of the cat? Who would take care of the rent? Hopefully, we don't have that problem coming up. Hopefully, that will not be a thing.
Oh yeah!
But at the same time, I don't want to be stuck looking like something out of Spock's brain, basically with tubes sticking every orifice in my body, sitting in some hostile in urgent care facility. That sucks too. You know, but I don't think we have to worry about that for at least another 30 years. So. So we got another follower, and we are currently up to just about 100 followers, guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you following us on Kick. And but I wonder why you guys didn't come over last night on the Silver Moon Radio, because we're looking for you guys. I mean, we had up to 12 people in the end, but it started out kind of like the normal 5, and then it slowly went up to 12. I could tell you, I guess some people didn't like Elton John. Maybe they were thinking about Melton John, which would have been a horrible singer. Yeah, I'm fine. No, the police are not going to my house yet. Why? You want them to? I mean, I can call them myself. I don't want to bother Michelle. I think the cops would go, wait, you called us this time? Yeah, because they wanted to see you on stage. Yes, I'm fine. So we have, of course, we're a little bit out of sync because the fact is we did end up getting up a whole friggin' hour later. But I mean, that does happen. No, should I go ahead and start taking their recept? Am I turning into Joe Biden? I don't think so. Thank God. I mean, why do we even still use daylight savings time? It's such an archaic system. Like, only thing good about it is you got an excuse to go contact the National Institute of Standards to readjust your clock to make sure it's back in sync again. Good morning, David. Now my panel's open, guys. I don't know if anybody's trying to come on or not. But good morning. How you doing? Philip Hetzel Star. Welcome back to the show. So yeah, it's Monday. Tomorrow is going to be warmer than today, but today will be expected high of about 4 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow will be a high of 12. And then after that will be like 17 for 2 days in a row. According to my Android phone anyway. So our data plan for our hotspot has reset back to 0, so which means we have another 100 gigabytes of data for the month. But unfortunately, I am having a hard time getting the one movie to download because of it seemed that the torrent didn't finish downloading yet for Midnight Special. And also my copy of Oh God is in the storage bin outside, and by the time I go pick it up, I'll be saying Oh God a lot, as I have to realize I have to dig through all those boxes. And then we have to get a DVD player plugged in, and then we have to play it on the show. So probably this week's movies will probably be from YouTube instead, if we get movies going at all, because it's gonna be easier. But I noticed too, another thing is that YouTube every so often doesn't seem to care about the ad blockers, and some days they quite complain quite exceedingly. YouTube, let me say one thing. I know you love your stuff and you love your money and everything. And I watch plenty of your advertisements on my cell phone every single day. So you got plenty of my views to give you plenty of your ad dollars without an ad blocker. At least, please don't bellyache if I'm using ad blocker on my desktop, okay? Because I hardly watch anything on it. Thank you very much, Breeze, and glad to know that you see that Philly Pretzel store has your heart. So everybody here, we got 12 people between YouTube and Kick, 11 on YouTube. Yep, we have quite a few people. We do have quite a few people. By the way, we might have snow coming on the 20th, guys. For us here in the New England area, to be aware of that. You could say that's a parting gift. Good morning, Cancel. How you doing today? I haven't seen a Voight today. I wonder where she is. Afternoon, Michelle. She doesn't come in the morning. Oh, okay. Well, she does once in a while, but I haven't seen her for this morning. Good morning, Gidget. How you doing? So, I since I don't have my cell phone with me. I guess I can't see the weather right now exactly in my area. Other than the fact it's going to be sunnier later on in the next 2 days. It's going to start warming up tomorrow. Famous person says Foodie Beauty has been taking food from the food banks in Afghanistan and letting it rot on purpose. She didn't want the favorite vegetables just for camera, so now she gets it for free and lets it rot. I don't know why she would do that. I really don't know. I don't know anything really about her anyway. Famous person's message automatically held for review, hidden but delayed. Okay. Good morning, Krista. So everybody's saying good morning. Yeah, well, good morning to you too. Yeah. So yeah, me and Michelle watched that guy working on that one Seiko digital clock that was watched. I was like, holy shit, there was a lot of parts in that thing. Yeah. That's probably why the early digital watches were so expensive, because there's watchmakers are making them kind of similar to the way they were making mechanical movement timepieces. And this one watch, the three buttons were a really complicated circuit. It's a bit chilly with 20-mile-per-hour winds, but they have been blowing since. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly where you are. But I do know that the Midwest is going to be getting some colder air coming in from the Canadian areas, as is some of the West Coast. So you're going to see some snow coming in the next few days on the West Coast. Slowly it will move towards the east, going to Kansas and things like that, where there will be a warm and cold front that will slowly kind of mingle. And then the cold front is going to push into the eastern United States, which is going to give some nice frosty temperatures, as I said, around the 20th of March. Please, what you say in here? As far as red goes, I don't even see red in here right now. But that's something I guess we may as well bring that up. Is what is it with me with red? I don't mean to be critical of the guy, but for at least a week, more than that, but okay, going with the week time, at least a week. Yeah, that's kind of accurate. He said some strange stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense, and I don't understand why he does that. And digging into the spiritual realm, it seems the problem is with Red is he's had a calamity in his lifetime that he doesn't talk about. I won't go into that because I'm not sure all the details. But I think it's sad that he gets extremely aggravated and talks about the New World Order and the World Economic Forum and judging people so harshly. I think it's sad. Um, so nice purple. That's actually a sweater. Actually, the I'm wearing it with my my black dress here. No, not the duster dress from yesterday. Um, this is an older black dress from Holy Clothing. I hate when these cords get caught underneath here. Oops. Yeah, that's the only thing with headphones with a wire is they get caught under everything. Right. Uh, um, I'm not disagreeing. He's probably better at it. But then I'm not trying to compete necessarily with anybody in World of Warcraft. I'm just trying to have a little fun. And I think that's important to remember is the whole idea of World of Warcraft is to have fun. I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses or the Reddises. I'm just trying to enjoy the game, and when I get a chance to play it. By the way, I deleted the Sims 4 off this computer last night because it just frankly isn't worth it. You take up a hard drive, you don't even use it, and then of course to get rid of the Quiplash game, Drawful. I took all those games off here too because, like I said, I bought this computer originally for streaming, and 16 gigabytes of RAM. It doesn't have a lot of room for a ton of games on top of everything else. But World of Warcraft retail does run on it okay for AAA gaming. And but City Skylines is too big. City Skylines would have been fun to play. But all my plugins are on the other computer in Catalina. And so, no reason to keep reinventing the wheel on two different computers. I deleted Sims 4 on the Mac Mini. I did not delete it on the other computer. But I saved my game files so I can copy them over to the other computer. Because we created a new character. We created Carmen Miranda. We still have Patty DeMar. And yeah, I think that's kind of interesting. I'm going to upload, bring those saved files over to the other computer. If I had to pick a game, which of the two I'd play, I'd rather play Sims 3 because Sims 3 is so much better. Okay, it's not perfect, but when you realize that it was designed was for 386 computer and a computer running Windows 95 with 2 gigabytes of RAM, and it's more exciting as when you actually travel from place to place in your own little car in your you go to work every day. When you go shopping, you actually go to the grocery store. You drive along the highway or the city streets. And the characters are not so moronic. They seem to be fairly intelligent, which makes it a little easier. You don't have to micromanage everything to the same level like you do in Sims 4. Let's put it this way. I don't think I'm going to be buying the for rent package for Sims 4 because it's got more bugs in it than my apartment does. And that's no joke. Okay, yeah, the controls. Yeah, we're a little weird from the Sims 4 perspective, but I mean, maybe maybe there's an aftermarket UI update to make the Sims 3 controls more like Sims 4. But what it is that Electronic Arts and Maxis and Sims 3 did something good. They had a working game. They should take the working Sims 3 game and upgraded it to Windows XP and realizing they could have more RAM by default and they've done better things with it. But they didn't. See, that's just it. You had a good thing with Sims 1, which is I hear was very hard to play. Sims 2, which is fairly popular with some people. Sims 3 is the one we're talking about. Sims 4 became the basically roadkill. Sims 5, Renee, when is it ever going to be a thing? I don't know. I really. And then, of course, every game, you have all these expansion packs. And then you got to spend. Sims 3, I could buy the CDs and DVDs on eBay, and I could put them on my computer, and I don't even have to run through the Epic Game Launcher. But then again, I have to make sure the last disc in there to make sure to authenticate my serial number, but that's about it. But the truth of the matter is, it's just better game. It's just a better game. When I visit Michele, I would like to meet you, Krista. Well, there's no reason why you couldn't, since Krista lives right downstairs. I cheat the skill level. Well, one of the things I like about The Sims 3 is I have, for example, Michele Marie Finestra and Lumi and Finestra have a stepdaughter, and their stepdaughter is a prodigy. She's extremely intelligent. Oh my god, that kid is pretty much self-maintaining. She gets up for school. She takes care of her school stuff. The only thing I don't have the heart to do is turn on auto aging. Because the fact of the matter is, I mean, yes, I'd like to see the young girl grow up a little bit. I mean, she's only 10 years old, 11 years old. But I would like to see her grow up maybe to be about a 16-year-old. So maybe I'll just see if I can advance her age just a tiny bit. Yeah, we can meet Seabreeze, absolutely. And maybe Sherry Jackson as well. It's not off the menu either. Sherry Jackson is very possible to be meeting with us as well in the future. You never know. You never know. Of course, Sherry Jackson is a little closer than Seabreeze. I don't want to give locations, but they're Seabreeze is a little further away than Sherry Jackson. We'll see what happens. Good morning, Noodles. How you doing? Panels on the screen. Let's see. Should get my fingers over here ready for the Noodles, so I can get him on here when he comes up. Oh, the game, in the game. A sloppy cheesesteak with goes to Connecticut. Yeah. Hey, nice to meet Sherry and Southwest. Well, maybe Sherry Jackson, which lives nearby Slingshot Warrior. Maybe the two can share gasoline money and come up here together just to save costs. Maybe that might work out as a thing. Get you, I just got up late, okay? What happened is that I accidentally forgot to set the one stupid clock ahead a freaking hour. So when the alarm clock went off this morning, it was actually about 8, it was 9:30 a.m. because I thought it was 8:30 a.m. Okay? So give me a little break here, okay? I know, I'm all freaking, 45 minutes late? Yeah, 45. Anyway, so just trying to get everybody. Okay, Noodles wants to come on now. Hold on a minute. Let's get him on here. Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Michelle. Yeah, you had everyone scared this morning, Michelle. We thought something happened to you. We thought,
No,
Krista said that
nothing happened to me.
Krista said that she saw the police there at 8:30 in the morning.
What?
Krista came on in the live stream in the comment section. She said, Michelle's not live. Normally you go live at 10, right? So people were kind of wondering what happened to you. And Krista was like, well, I saw the police outside at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I didn't call them at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right, but you understand why everyone was concerned, though, right?
Yeah, but I didn't call them at 8 in the morning, no. And they didn't actually come to my door.
All right, yeah. Well, my point is that we thought something happened to you because Krista had said that she saw the police there, and then you weren't live, so that's why everyone was concerned. You kind of scared everyone, so.
Right. Yeah. Well, I wasn't live because as I said, my one alarm clock was still set an hour behind. So. Right. I mean, as far as the police being there, they could have been there for a variety of reasons. It had nothing to do with me at all.
No, I'm not saying that they were there for you. It's just that people were speculating because you weren't live. They were nervous.
Right. So my clocks reset on their own. Yeah, well, unfortunately, my one clock doesn't, and that's the second alarm clock. My cell phones do, and the computer clock does, but not some of the clocks. They're not connected to the clock network, so that there's no way to automatically send a synchronization pulse to them to update. Or your watch, or my watch is. I have two watches. Wind up watch, what it gave me, and this watch.
So, Michelle, I just wanted to come up and say hi. I got to go into work. Maybe I'll be up in a little bit. I just got to find out what's going on today, and then,
Okay.
All right.
All right. Talk to you later then.
All right. Bye, Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, I do not have all my clocks on a network. So, unfortunately, my cell phones are updated, my computers are updated, but my wristwatch isn't, and my one talking clock isn't. So I have to remember doing sure to set them forward. But last night I was so tired after being up 5:30 in the morning, or really it was 4:30 in the morning. No, it was 5:30 in the morning for us. According to our Android phone, anyway. Yeah. It'll be 4:30 in the morning on the other clock if you go by the clock. It's kind of confusing. Yeah. No, I didn't have anything like that. Well, that's life. True. So, are you ready for the snow? We are going to have a snowstorm on the East Coast projected for the 20th of March. Be ready. Now, as I said earlier, I gotta get a new cover for this cup because the flipper that keeps the cup coffee contents fresh in the container has come off. So, what's the thumbs down for Philip Princess Star or Dabs? Is there something I'm missing here? I am limbering up a little bit. Okay. Okay. Yeah. How about that first? We'll start with getting my fingers working first. Okay. I haven't warmed up yet. One thing. Now, I'm not fat by any. Well, I'm not fatter anyway. I know Michelle's not fatter. No, she's doing fine. Now the fact is that spring is coming. She can get outside and do more useful shit. Right. I am moving my hands. Because standard exercise is just wasting time. It's like much ado about nothing. When you think about what exercise is, it's much ado about nothing. It really doesn't make any sense. It's just wasting. It's just like walking in place or like walking on a treadmill. It's like you say you walk all those miles, but you really don't walk anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You see, you're walking somewhere, but you're not walking nowhere. You're thinking that's exactly what a treadmill. You're walking, but you're doing zip at the same time. Right now it's 0 degrees Celsius. Yeah. However, the rest for the next few days is going to warm up to about 17 degrees by Thursday. See, Reese used to live in Dallas. Isn't that funny? That's where my VPN is set for right now. It's Dallas. Yep. And of course, everybody was like, "Yeah, Michele, don't overdo your rotator cuffs and all this shit. You don't even have a proper exercise routine. Give me a break." You know what? Nobody wants to mess up the rotator cuffs. Not me, especially. I already had shoulder problems. I don't need to have them again. Okay? I already worked out to get the shoulder cuffs taken care of. So, yeah, I actually hate that. But, let's switch cameras so someone can see what we're doing. And yeah, I could try. All right. I mean, you should bring the camera up a bit. No. Wait. Because, if you mess the camera around too much, one day it's going to disconnect, and then you're going to get a signal 11, and then it's going to take the entire OBS down with a count. Oh, yeah. That's true. I don't know why. Oh, anyway, don't punch the camera now. Can you put coming over the summer? It'll be warm enough for sandals. I don't know what song that is. For you, I waste all day, doctor. Any medical in the world will tell you exercise is good for you. It's by no means a waste of time. Let's put it this way. I'm the kind of person that says if I'm going to waste my time going around and basically walking in place all day, that to me is a waste of my energy and a waste of my day. I hate the thought of wasting my day because I like to make the most out of it. Yeah, but we don't actually get into November, though. Which is true. Yes, I can go up there. Tiger Kitty said she printed oh, by the way, I did say, when it was Krista, a Canon inkjet printer probably uses ridiculously expensive inks for $38. This is better than the HP ones. Yeah. How many HP printers have you bought that basically end up in the tip? Tons. Let's see. Warren, Torrington, not far away, about maybe 6 to 7 minutes away. You can go to Burr Pond. I know where Burr Pond is. It's a little bit of a walk, though. But also, the Winston Senior Center will also bring me up to Highland Lake as well. Nothing like having 6 to 7 fire trucks pull up at 3 a.m. over YouTube. Speaking of fire trucks, what's the story with the fires right now in Dallas and Houston? Are they still burning? Or have they finally got those things put out? I have no idea. Let's check it. Let's check those fires. Let's check the barbecue. Yeah, let's check the barbecue real quick here. Fires. NFC maps. Let's see what's going on. Well, looks like, and I'll put this on the screen for you in a second here. It's still burning. This is the fresh maps, guys. Here's the fresh load of excrement. Let's see if I can get this on the screen here. Let's get the share the screen out. NFC maps. Okay, here we go. Let's better maps. So let's share this out. And you will see that, where is it? Over here. Okay. I always My brain has a hard time coordinating things in the morning. Okay, so here we have not as much fire. It looks like Houston, it looks like your problem is pretty much coming to an end. So things are getting better for Houston and Texas and Oklahoma. They're finally getting most of the fires out. Arkansas still has some going on. Not as bad as it was, which is a good thing. When they're going to put that on the screen so people can see what the hell you're talking about, you forgot to turn that on. Oh, okay, yeah. We'll get this on screen here so you can see the map. If you look here in the map, you'll see that over here, there's less fire now in the United States. Things are under control. So, which is good because I know for a while it was very, very touchy and feely and not perfect, but I'm glad that the fire is under control now, which is a good thing. Yeah, so anyone know how Carl 2.0 does? Anyone know why his channel disappeared? I don't even know who he is. Why do I need a printer? I don't right now, but eventually I want to get another laser printer. Because, for one thing, it'd be nice to be able to print documents when I do print them. What where are you going to put it? That's a good question. I don't know where I'd put it. That's it. I don't know where I'd put it. I have no idea where I would put it. I don't know. Maybe on top of the refrigerator? I got that laser printer right now that's sitting underneath the bottom of this white shelf, and I have a dot matrix printer that's sitting on top of the filing cabinet. I haven't had the dot matrix hooked up for a while, but with the tractor feed paper, yes, it will work with this Mac as well. But it's only a 910, so it will print pretty slow. But it will print. Did a video early this morning. I watched it, and then later in the morning, I went to try to find the channel. It was gone. Maybe someone flagged the content. As I said, I don't know anything about this person. I don't know nothing about them. I don't know who they are or anything. What was the video about? Let's start with the basics. What was the video about? And what is discussed? No, Houston itself did not have fires. This area was a little bit outside of Houston. Yeah, it was a little bit outside of Houston. It's not in Houston. It was north of Houston. Does that make any sense now? Yeah, I mean, it was north of Houston, not in Houston. If I was in Houston, I would have told you it was in Houston. I didn't say it was in Houston because it's not. Yeah, I mean, so. Well, then the NFC map better be updated. The National Fire database better be updated to make sure it reflects the reality that Houston didn't have any fires nearby. Probably. Apparently, Carl 2.0 has already had trouble before with YouTube, and that's why this channel's gone. He's probably going to appeal it and become Carl 3.0. I've been on my YouTube channel. This is my original channel I started out with. This is not a second channel. I didn't ever have to redo my channel and start over from scratch, but sometimes I thought about doing that. I know that gets you. So get in contact with NFC and tell them the maps are full of shit. Would you like the contact information? I'll send it to you so you can send them a letter. Well, yeah, if you zoom in the map far enough, you'll see that it is not nearby Houston. It's a bit ways out from the town. I don't know. It's just when you're looking at a map like that, remember everything is compressed, so everything's really close to each other. Okay, so you zoom in, and then you see it ain't so close. Well, I mean, Michelle's getting information fresh, but apparently because it's so zoomed in or so zoomed out, everything looks close. Until you zoom in, and then you start to see that everything is like maybe about 20 miles away. Yeah. We do the reporting here where we only rely more on gut feeling than any sort of facts. That's not entirely true. We do use facts. After all, I didn't draw the map up. But I have zoomed in on the map, and I see what you're saying to get you that the fire is not close to Houston. You're right. If you zoom it in enough times, you can get where. If you know what the scale is, you would realize that the fire is not near Houston. Texas is very big. Absolutely. Texas is, next to Alaska, one of the biggest states in the country. And so, because of the sheer size of Texas, it is very easy to see why, to try to show almost entire continental United States, that everything had to be shrunk down, which makes everything look in scale closer than it really is. Okay, but maybe I didn't get this. See, I don't see a mileage. Oh, let me actually. I closed the window already? Oh, okay. I was gonna say is maybe we can check out the degrees, minutes, and seconds, and you can calculate the actual location from that. Well, we could do that, but is it worth all that work? Probably not. But I'm glad there's less fire icons and things are starting to stabilize. Across the United States, things are with it. So I mean, you gotta remember that does, you know, you're using these little icons that look big, but that's because they have to be able to be seen from a distance. So when you start zooming in, you start to see that the pliers are actually itty bitty smaller than they show it. So roughly rounding, yeah. So yes, we have a live show tonight. It's 7 o'clock on YouTube and Kick. Let's see if we can get more people on the Kick side of things. But I want to get more people on Kick too. I want to have a expand my clientele over there as well. So, I said something earlier. I talked about this and I started doing, and I kind of got sidetracked, which I was talking about the Mac Mini. The Mac Mini, like I said, I bought this originally for streaming. I didn't buy it for playing games heavily on it. I would not suggest playing games on a computer with an SSD because SSDs, while they have improved in technology, they are still a consumable device and they will slowly deteriorate to the point where you no longer have a reliable SSD. And then because Apple solders the things to the circuit board, to the motherboard, you can't take it out to replace it if it breaks. That's why I have an external hard drive plugged into this thing. But I need a bigger hard drive too because we need a lot more space for all the videos generating software. So I might be looking for a 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 2.5 inch hard drive for the second storage device. Apple has a habit of trying to make products that look great, smell great, taste great, are less filling, but you know what? They sure make a hell of a lousy beer. I mean, think about it. I mean, oh, did you ever update the Discord link? I think I did, yeah. You did a couple days ago. Yeah, I will have to check that later on. Yeah, that's I think EHFF is the new link. Let me check. EHFF. Let's take a look and see what that one says here about that link here. EHFF. Let's take a look and see if that's the newest one or a accurate link. So let's go to server settings. Let's go to invites. EHFF. Let's see. EHFF has 0 users. It's infinite. It's still valid. So EHFF. So if you want to come on to the Discord, the link EHFF does work fine. So you guys shouldn't have a problem with that. And I'd love to see more people come to the Discord. And because I knew you guys would like to be on the Discord. Discord's kind of fun place. We cover a lot of stuff over there. A lot of stories, personal lives that we want to cover and stuff like that. So it's really not bad. So David says anything made by Apple is money pit with the constant upgrades. Well, I'll tell you what, my 2009 Mac Pro is certainly still doing strong after all these years. Of course, you can buy a nice little secondhand all-in-one PC. But I don't like Windows 10, 11, whatever they're up to now these days. Especially after Microsoft totally dropped the ball on security for the military. Okay, I see somebody. 1 minute. Get them on screen, it's Noodles. Go ahead, Noodles.
Hey, Michelle, how are you?
All right, how are you?
Good. So I just have some free time. I thought I'd come up here and hang out with you, Michelle.
Okay, well, thank you. By the way, I went on your show yesterday, when we did not get very many followers from the show over here. I think, I don't think a lot of people in your show really give a flying fuck about my channel at all. Anyway,
You know what happens, Michelle? It's these. So if you do the live streams on YouTube, right? People are
yeah.
flipping up. People are flipping down. They're going through these live streams, and if you catch their attention, Michelle, they'll stop. And they'll sub up to you. It's easy. They're not gonna. They don't want to click on links. They just want to. They're flipping through, Michelle. I think that's what you got to do. I think you got to start live streaming like that. The way I was doing it yesterday.
All I know is that for me, is most of my viewership also have not been spreading my word around about my channel either, because obviously they don't think I'm so stellar either, because they haven't shared the videos with their friends either.
Well, I mean, Michelle, this is the thing. Like, you want YouTube to share it. You want YouTube to start promoting you. You understand? So you want to.
I mean, YouTube is spreading my show in the analytics. I mean, they are promoting it, but it's like, I think.
So Michelle, by doing this, Michelle, what I'm doing, I'm getting like 200 subscribers a day. Anywhere from like 150 to 200 subscribers a day, depending on how long I
Wait,
live stream.
coming on here. Hold on a minute. Let's get the screen here. Give me Chris over there. 1 minute, Skitchy. Sorry about that, Skitchy. Go ahead. How you doing?
Good, thank you. I think Noodles was in the middle of saying something.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tell her that if she wants more subscribers, she should rely on YouTube sharing her out than just like me or some guy that she doesn't know, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so it works
I
better.
thoroughly agree. Yeah, you want to make the algorithm work for you, not against you. You can't depend on people sharing it out. That's not going to really,
Well, I didn't let this from a show out. Because
you're not. The thing is that you're being blinded to is you're not growing. Like, look how many. Look at. We're trying to help you grow. You want to grow, but you want to grow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to help you grow, and I think that's what Noodles was trying to help you with.
Right. So Michelle, like, if you do,
I think what's going on is a couple things. First of all, Michelle's audio or content doesn't really stand out as something.
Michelle, your content and Dave's content, you keep saying it's so different. It's the exact same. You both just interact with the audience and talk. That's all you do. Yes, he goes places. That's not what makes it entertaining. It's the fact that he talks to people.
Well, I'm talking to people now.
And he has subjects, he has he has things planned out and has done research so he can talk when there's dead air, right? He doesn't ever have dead air. And dead air is like a nightmare. You don't want dead air, like where there's nothing being said, right?
I just don't understand why you won't try it, Michelle. Like, what's the?
No, she won't do it.
Why won't you do it? I mean, do you think that it's going to mess up the show. So here's the thing, Michele. Do this show, and right today, make some time. Go live on YouTube. Do it vertically. Don't do the horizontal thing like you did last.
Right? You know,
What?
I'll be on tonight at 7:00, right?
Oh.
Yeah, you're not understanding, Michele.
No.
I get you. I get you got a show, Michele. I get you do all that and all that stuff, but I'm just trying to prove a point to you that if you do it like this, you're going to get more subs and you're going to get more followers or whatever, watch hours and all this crap. I'm not going to argue with you. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of done. All right, it's just I'm the same. I'm with you, Dave. It's just
Yeah.
I know she wants to grow, but I don't know that she necessarily really wants to because there's not a change, right? We were going to exercise this morning. We were going to have topics. We were going to do things. We haven't done them. I don't know why.
Well, I also overslept by an hour or two, so can keep that in mind, guys.
Okay, so you slept an hour, so we go an hour later. It's no big deal. I mean, who cares? It's it's no big deal. You normally go to. It is a security blanket, yeah. And I agree. The solo act is intimidating, right? That is really good feedback right there. Your panel is
Yeah,
a
I know.
security blanket.
Doing the show without the audiences or without the side tape panel is hard because, like everybody said, Michele should have more people on panel. That's why we have this as an open panel. And there's just not a lot of people jumping up here. I think a lot of the people are saying is being on a panel is intimidating for them.
Right. So that's where you have to do the show like Noodles. Noodles very rarely has panels. Very rarely do you see him with panels. He runs a one-man show.
Yes, I know, but he's better at it than me. Like I've said many times.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the engineer behind the scenes that keeps the lights on. I'm not really the on-screen talent, but of course on YouTube I'm both. So
Yeah.
So Michele, like what I'm saying is like maybe
Don't ask, my man. Don't ask.
yeah.
Sorry, Noodles. Go ahead.
Go ahead, News.
how about this, Michele? How about you do your live streams in the morning, okay? You do at least an hour or maybe even less of the vertical live streams on YouTube. So you can build the channel, you build the subscribers,
Yeah.
and then you do your thing at 7:00 at night.
Yes.
Michele,
See,
I'm telling
that's
you.
what I said. Yes. Yes. See what Noodles is saying? So you're doing 3 different streams. But what's the big deal? If it's only 5 hours a day, you realize most Americans work a minimum of 8 hours a day. We're asking you to work 5 hours a day. 5 hours. Split up into 3 shifts. Split up into 3 shifts, 2 hours in the morning, an hour in the afternoon, and 2 hours at night. What else are you doing?
Well, I'd rather do videos if I'm going to do anything with my phone because it's easier. And also,
Right, but you have to understand, if you want to grow, he's just telling you if you want to grow. That's why we've all just kind of,
Yeah, that was the whole point, Michele, was to grow the channel, right? And this is a perfect way to grow the channel. And I just don't know what are you scared or you can't do it? Like what? Because this is very easy.
Can you not commit 5 hours a day?
everybody said to me, Michele, make sure you have a topic. We all
Yeah.
know the live streams meander all over the place like a river.
What were your topics today? Tell me the topics you had planned out.
I don't have any because everything keeps changing. We haven't even got a chance to read the news yet. I haven't even had a chance to even wake up to really look and see what's going on in the world right now.
If you haven't had a chance to read okay, so
So she does these videos, right?
yeah,
KG?
I know.
She does these videos. What I'm saying, Michele, instead of like maybe live stream it where like whatever you're doing with the videos, okay, live stream it. It's the same friggin' thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what Noodles.
So you say you want me to live stream my vlogs?
Yes.
Yeah, instead of recording it, Michele.
You realize a typical vlog is under 20 minutes, right? On 20 to 30 minutes.
You're editing it, right? Or what are you doing? Like, what are you doing
Do
that's so
you not
special about it?
edit your videos? You don't edit them. I know you don't. There's
Yeah, I
no
do
way you edit.
sometimes. I do edit
You
them sometimes.
so you take things out of your video. Really? I'm surprised. I didn't think she would.
I do. Depending on the, if you notice, if it says Bcast, those have been edited. If they say vlog, they're pretty much raw. So,
God, I'm afraid to think about what it is you're editing. I can't think of a video that I've seen of yours that looks edited. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's edited, and I'm
I've
gonna be
never
honest with you.
seen
well, for example, the USB-C cable video I did with the
Yeah, I
stuff
fast forwarded through
that
it.
was edited.
Okay, it did not look like it to me. I fast forwarded through that and I didn't get that.
Well, you gotta step fast forwarding through it and watch them completely, and then you see.
I'm not interested in that shit. I could care less. The only reason I fast forwarded through it was yours, so I could give it a like. Come on, I'm not interested in that shit. You know I'm not, but I watch it for you.
I don't want to. Let's put it this way: I'm not going to sit. If I, as a viewer, if I had a choice to sit through a 20-minute video or a 2-hour video, I think I'd go through with a 20-minute one than a 2-hour.
It depends. Sometimes I would prefer a longer video if it's something I'm interested in.
And the same thing with live stream. If I sat through a 20-minute one, I feel like I'm missing something, especially since live streams meander. So you may start out with a topic in the 20-minute live stream, and the next thing you know it.
But you control the time. So, okay, you say they meander. If something meanders, you as the host, wouldn't you put it back on track so it wouldn't meander? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
I am.
Michelle, just we're trying to get more subs, right?
Yes, I am. I am more or less used to working in a certain routine. Absolutely true. I am used to having a routine. It's
But
just
you can have the routine, and you could like do some bullshit on the side where all you do, Michelle, is you just click live on YouTube and you say, "Hey, what's up? It's MicheleMarieDalene. How are you?" And people are gonna come in. If you can't read the comments, Michelle, then all you do is just show people what you're doing, and go around your house, show people what's going on. You don't even have I don't know, Michelle. Just see what happens.
Eat your
You're not even
cereal.
trying.
What about eating your cereal on live?
You
What
know,
about
I'll
breakfast
tell you
with
one thing. There
Michelle?
was one guy that watched the video that we did at Applebee's,
Okay.
and he was wondering who the hell you were. Because he was like, "Who is this guy?" I said, "That's my friend Noodles. He took me to Applebee's for lunch." And
Uh-huh.
then the person said, "Oh, I thought I was watching The Hills Have Eyes." I said, "I don't think the Litchfield Hills give a fuck."
Wait, who said that? They need to be modded. Who said that?
Carrie Bridges, guarantee that's Carrie Bridges. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you.
Oh shit, that's one of the best comments ever, Michelle. That is The Hills Have Eyes.
Like I said, I don't think the Litchfield Hills give a flying fuck anyway.
I needed that. Thank you. Oh,
I thought that was kind of funny. I forgot I had
Ronnie,
the wireless
why was everyone
on, and
worried?
then when
She
it's a ladies' room,
overslept.
you can hear the toilet flush.
Wait, why was everyone freaking out just because she overslept?
Because Krista came into the live stream this morning and said that she
Oh.
saw the police outside the apartment at 8 in the morning.
Oh.
So we're just like,
Yelling. But they didn't knock on my door.
right.
Well,
It didn't cross my mind about the time change. It just
wait a minute. Why didn't Krista just call her when she was like 10 minutes late or whatever? I mean, I don't understand why when she saw the cop cars, why didn't Krista just call her? They live right next to each other.
Yeah, well, she didn't think about it, obviously. That's fine. Don't worry about it, guys. Eat your breakfast live, Michelle. No one wants to see me chew.
Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah,
No.
we do. Krista's good idea. Good idea, Krista.
No, I don't actually. I don't even really eat on camera very much. You've seen me eat on camera a few times, but not really a regular thing.
You
Somebody
realize
told
the
me
reason I'm here is the orange video. You eating the
that
orange.
they do not enjoy me masticating my breakfast. Trust me.
I would enjoy watching you masticate your breakfast. I'm just saying.
Hello, Stoney Jenkins. There was a time change. Love it.
Right, Stony? Right, You know, just roll with it. It just means we'll be going 45 minutes later today. What's the big deal?
Well, considering the fact is I'm not on the clock technically,
What
or
does
the
that mean?
rack for that matter.
What? What? Did she just say on the rag?
On the clock. On the clock.
No,
That's what she
she
said.
said on the rag. What the fuck? What woman said? I've never heard a woman say.
We're having some
Michelle,
humor over here.
women do not say that. We don't say on the rag. There is no woman in history. Jesus Christ. That time of the month, whatever, my period, but not on the rag. Oh my God. I love you, Michelle.
So I don't know why the police were here. Does anybody know who I should ask about why they were here, or are they gonna tell me sooner?
No, I think we should just forget about it, Michelle. It's something. It was a miscommunication. People were worried just because you weren't live. You're normally live every day at the same time.
So somebody said that someone named Carl 2.0
Oh, Jesus Christ.
is
Yeah,
has
Krista.
been suspended, or I think it has been.
We don't even know who that is, Michelle. Why are we talking about comments from like an hour ago? We're talking about mukbangs and food reviews. Look what my man says. Food reviews and mukbangs are very popular. Krista thinks you should eat on cam. No worries, Krista.
Actually, I asked some people about that a couple of years ago, and they told me that they don't. Well, they may be popular in China. They're not popular in America.
Okay, I don't want you to mukbang. I don't want to see that. But I would like to watch you eat breakfast. You used to eat your boogers on cam. I
That was
mean,
the best.
if you're eating your boogers on cam, I don't know why you can't eat cereal on cam.
Yeah, well, I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. And I didn't have time to even cook breakfast. Or even eat.
Michelle, I noticed earlier you said you're not fat.
I'm not in the mukbang. Remember, you didn't want me to become muck fat.
Okay, gotcha. No mukbanging. We do not want to mukbang. Mukbang is bad. How's that new beautiful whip of yours, Noodles?
After all, mukbangs
Oh,
become muck fat. And we all want muck fat, do we?
There's your avoid. There's your
Hello, how you
avoid.
doing today? Good morning to you. I know you asked me to get rid of your wrench. I know that, but do you realize if I take away your wrench,
Quit pressuring Michelle. She's doing things at her own pace right now. You're trying to encourage her in the worst way possible. She also has integrity, so wants to grow her channel organically.
avoid actually asked me to take away the wrench. I didn't.
What? Well, I don't understand what Avoid's saying. I thought you wanted to grow your channel not organically. I thought you were looking to grow it quick. I thought you wanted to add people. She's saying something different.
She says here, quit pressuring Michelle. She's doing things at her own pace right now. You're trying to encourage her in the worst way possible. She has integrity, so wants to grow her channel organically. That's true. I do want to take my time and grow it the right way.
Oh, well then okay.
But at the same time, let's put it this way. The way I'm going it, hell will freeze over before
Well, yeah, exactly, but that's fine. Yeah, no, it's never going to grow. No, I agree. I didn't know that. I always thought you wanted to grow it, but if you would rather do it organically, why wouldn't you have told me that? I feel horrible. I've pushed you and been giving you all these ideas to help grow it quickly. That's why I feel bad. I didn't know you wanted
Well,
to
guess you, like one guy said in Saturday Night Gaming. He said, "You're a Noodles channel. How come you don't have the 200 or whatever subscribers from his channel over here?" I said, "You know what? That's a good question. I went over there, and why didn't any of them come over here? They certainly knew me. They certainly knew I was there. They certainly had my links, but they never come over here." So he's right. So you go over to a channel with 150 viewers and you come home with 0. That's not exactly very
Michelle, the
practical
idea
either.
of okay, hang on. You don't go to other people's channels to get wait, what? Michelle, you don't go to Noodle's channel to get viewers. That's not the idea. That's called what's that called? That's called poaching. You don't do that.
No, but unfortunately enough, that's kind of what he suggested we should do.
Michelle, the idea of doing a live for breakfast or lunch, especially if you have Crystal with you eating and talking, not necessarily a bad idea. It's a very good idea, actually. See, Chris, if you and Krista like had lunch together, we would enjoy watching that.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to collab with Krista together, but
I agree, Krista. She doesn't go over there enough. If she went over there more, then
once
Noodles
her
people
daughter
would get to
starts
know her.
kindergarten, maybe she can come over more here. So probably next September when her daughter starts kindergarten, maybe she can come over here more.
Well, now that I know that you want to do this slowly on your own pace, I'm going to back off and enjoy Michelle for Michelle because you know I love Michelle. That's I came to Michelle watching you eat that damn orange and I love Michelle.
Right. I try to go to other channels to support them too. I certainly go to other people's channels and leave comments on their content.
Who do you go to? Like Noodles, you leave comments on his videos?
He always wants me to leave comments on his live streams, but doing his live streams, I don't get a chance to leave comments on his videos because
Do
everybody
you go
wants
to
to
his
go
live
on his
streams?
live stream panels. And the problem is that I gotta wait for his closed captions to get ready so I can read them or look at the transcripts.
Well, no, I meant from like here. Whose channels do you leave comment? What? Who are you talking about?
QuickLive.com, Fran Blanche, let's see, Yasaji Electric, EE Blog.
Anyone here? Noodles is backstage.
These are all high tech leisure science channels.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Noodles is backstage. I thought you were
I
talking
never
about
post a comment on Noodles videos because I usually am on his live stream when I do go over there.
Noodles is backstage.
Oh, he's backstage again? Okay. I thought he was still. He walked out the door a second. I gotta let him back in again. Oh, okay. Go ahead,
Sorry
Noodle.
about that, Michelle. I had a phone call.
Okay.
So, Michelle, what are we complaining about? Are we complaining about the fact that you're not getting any views, or like what? I mean, like,
Well, no,
we're trying to help you out.
Yeah, Avoid said that, and Michelle
Right
agreed.
now we got 25 people watching. It's pretty good.
They don't want to grow. They don't. She wants to do it organically. She does not want to be. I did not know this. Avoid brought it to my attention that we are.
Oh.
Michelle just wants to take it easy and do it her way, and do it organically. So yeah,
I mean, I
did
do
not
go
know
on
that.
Noodles channels when I can, but I also
You go on Noodles like when we all tell you in the women's group, please go over there and beg you and at you and persist you. You don't go over there organically.
Yeah, I'm just again, the only thing that I hear is Michelle saying like, how come we're not getting this?
Right.
What's
You're
up with this? I mean,
not
I don't, Michelle. The only thing I can tell you is that this is working for me, and if you want to try it, try it. I mean, that's the only thing I can really. I can't tell you. Hey, listen, the way I was doing it, Michelle, before, it was working very, very slowly, like very, very slowly, and now it's like ramping up.
Very would avoid what she said here too. When she said, "I love the live of Michelle and Krista being out for the day. It was amazing. Oh, what about when me and Noodles were live? How that Applebee's that was amazing too." And so we're trying to get some more of that stuff together. And now that the weather's gonna be warming up, we're gonna be able to get out more and do more stuff. And so that's one thing I would like to do. I mean, I don't want to just be the fat potato in the chair. No one wants to see that all day long. Not me, not you, not my dog Blue. I want to be outside doing things. And
All right, if you're not interested in what I'm trying to tell you, then If you want to do it another way, let's do it. But just saying, like that's just my knowledge of growing the show, Michele. That's the best thing I think. If you were asking me, and I'm assuming you were asking me and asking everyone else, so that's why I said that. I wasn't trying to force you into anything.
Noodles channel is exploding. That's true. It is. More live guests, and we were talking about that too. Getting some more guests in here in studio. Like Stan CT came in on studio. It was it wasn't exactly the best set, but the camera for Stan CT. But you got a chance to see Stan CT, and when he came by with the record and the breakfast, the croissant on I believe it was Saturday. Was it Saturday?
Can we start calling him Handsome Stan, or maybe Handsome Stan?
Yeah, he was there. Yeah, he came over and he brought me some breakfast coffee and a croissant, egg and cheese croissant, bacon, egg and cheese croissant, and that was fun. We had a good time there. He came over. He said hi. We talked for a big time. There was some slight issue with the microphone because I didn't have a second one set for my guest. So what I did was I just put on my lapel microphones and then I just turned this other one here towards him so you could hear him. And it was pretty good, but I found out it was easy to take the headphones off and hear them better. But it was still a good show. It was a nice thing. My man posts behind the chat. Gotta try to keep up, guys. Occasionally refresh, click the like button every so often. Michele seems so happy and comfortable being out and about with her friend Krista. Yes, we are comfortable and happy with each other. Me and Krista hang out a lot. When we were at Starbucks, not this week, but the last time we were there, we did a video. We didn't do a live stream. And that was fine. And then, of course, I did a video in her car. And, on Friday. So, try to get out there, guys. Try to do things. Out on the wire asks, avoid, do you think Noodles buys his viewers? I don't know how he can afford to. The chat is lacking, says Texas boys. How many boys are we talking about here? He doesn't want his viewers. Okay. Gidgy said, is she telling us to keep up? No LOL, says Gidgy. I don't know why says Gidgy. She doesn't. LOL, yeah, I thought I was talking about me. Gidgy said, I did not know. Gidgy said, okay, LOL. Avoid says, yeah, and most of them have no idea who Noodles is. Out on the wire, Michele wouldn't like that kind of scenario. I think she would make her feel very uneasy, uncomfortable. People actually were even asking me about the Applebee's video. Who is Noodles? Who is this guy? And I said, that's my friend Noodles. He took me out for lunch. At first, said that they were asking about me because I am intersex, but no, they were talking about Noodles. I said, that's my friend Noodles. I don't know why someone told me she was trashing Noodles the other day on Camilo's, then I'm not sure. Why would I trash Noodles on Camilo's? I don't even go on Camilo's. I have nothing to do with the show. I don't have nothing to do with that at all. I don't even watch them. They're not even in my playlist. If the feds were, this fellow weren't a veteran, they might accuse him of being a hater. Okay, somebody else is backstage again. 1 minute, please. Gidgey's back again. Go ahead.
You gotta keep up with chat, Michele. You gotta keep up with chat.
I
First of all,
I'm not going to fall behind, guys.
no,
I'm
you
not-
are. First of all, hang on, stop. Max from Texas says hi, Noodles. He's been saying it over and over and over in chat.
I'm sorry, Max. Hello, Max. How are you? Unfortunately, I'm driving and trying to get to a
No,
destination.
well, he keeps asking Michele to say hi to you, and
Oh.
she hasn't. So I wanted to make sure. The other thing, I did not know that he was a veteran. I see now Army veteran on YouTube.
Yeah.
So God bless him for his service. I did not know that he did not like noodles, though.
I just don't want her to accidentally get blocked by some slap happy mod.
Who?
You know, but she did actually take away her rent. So I mean, she asked me to. I was like, you really want?
Is Michele is Michele is a boy or a girl? Or what do they
She's a
identify
woman.
as?
She's a lady.
Oh, I am so okay. I don't know who Avoid is, but apparently they were talking about Avoid going to Camillo's, not you, Michele. You've got
Okay.
to keep up with chat. That's what was said in chat.
Well,
And
depending on the
earlier, when my man was talking
right.
about keeping up, he was talking about you, not him,
Okay.
goofball.
Well, I was just saying earlier is that Avoid also asked me to take away her rage, but I don't really know if that's a smart move. But I will try.
Why?
I
Nobody's
will try
gonna.
to keep you from getting blocked like some slap happy mods that.
What? Who is a slap happy? What does that mean? Who is a slap happy mod here? Who the fuck's gonna ban her? What did she do?
Well, it was actually the mod I'm talking about is a male mod, which is no longer a mod here.
Then what are you worried about her not having a mod? If she doesn't want to be a mod, don't be a mod. I'm confused. I'm very confused by all of this. 1 minute. Okay, never mind.
Welcome to my morning
Oh.
life, dude. Oh, Gitchy.
I love you, Tara.
Get you. I think someone's trying to create drama or something like that.
Yeah,
So.
that's what this feels like. I feel like thank you. No, I saw someone say something about a veteran earlier and thanking them for their service, which I thank you as well. I could care less if you're a male or female, but they said boy, and I just thought anyway. Noodles, when are you going live next? Texas Boys would like to know.
I will be going live probably in a couple hours. I just don't know if I'm going to try to get Michele on the panel to show her.
You just did a 10-hour one yesterday.
Oh my God. Okay, see, the thing is, he works for a living, Michele. I got to tell you something.
I'm sorry, I could never do a 10-hour show. I think I would.
Michele. So most Americans work a minimum of 8 hours a day and have probably an hour of drive time each way.
Yeah,
so
but
most Americans.
What's a 10-hour show?
Okay, so most Americans
Maybe
like
the NSA and the CIA might love it, but I certainly ain't gonna sit through that. I want to hit the fast forward button through it.
Michele, I don't expect you to do that, Michele. I'm not doing the live stream.
No one's asking you to. We're asking you to do 5 hours split up into 3 segments: a 2-hour stream, a 1-hour stream, and a 2-hour stream.
Well, right now I don't have a 1 hour, but I got a 2 hour coming up tonight, 7 to 9. So that's a definite. You already know
right,
that.
But so you're only working 4 hours a day, and you've already admitted you don't do any research.
And then there's research in background, which is what I need the time in between, because that's when I do my research.
But you just said you don't do research, so you're telling me
that research.
All right, then I'll see it.
I said I just didn't get to it yet today because I got up late.
So you're gonna have research for tonight.
Yes.
I hate that I'm not gonna be here. I'll be at work, but I'll rewatch it.
Oh, I can't do that. I'm doing much more than that.
Silly goof.
Virtually banging my head against the wall.
She doesn't know yet out on the wire. She needs time. God damn it. You expect miracles out on the wire.
No, man, are all mine. Speaking of that, where is Gianni? I haven't seen him around lately.
Gianni. Gianni hadn't been around for a while, Michelle.
I know he has.
Well, a lot of people, that's why you got upset, because a lot of people weren't around, because remember we talked about this, so we're trying to build it back up. You got 32 people, right, Michelle? Don't worry about specific people. Just be happy. You got one person on Kick. I'm so glad we're pushing Kick.
I think the
I
one
don't know why
person
you
that
messed
takes
with
is probably
Kick.
just Michelle's phantom existence.
Exactly. So get rid of Kick and just focus on YouTube. Just do Kick for the music show.
Yeah. Other person that's talking Texas boys is Gidgy.
A
Yeah,
Texas girl, Texas boys. This is Gidgy. How are you? If you're really in Texas, I'm outside of Houston.
Wow. Michelle, I think that whatever you want to do is amazing, Michelle. I want you to be so happy about everything, and I just don't see you being happy. That's my concern, and that's why
Yeah.
I think that's why we're trying.
I think what it is winter. I've been kind of bored. Pretty much staying in the house because of the weather, and
Yeah, you said that last year. You know you're not going to do anything this year either.
well,
But anyway,
because
but,
once
I mean, why lie?
so now
Why
that
even
the
do it?
spring's coming, maybe we'll get back out doing things again. I think
Yeah, because you did so much last spring. You're right.
the winter times are kind of slow for me. It always has been. So it's not really like unexpected. And now, of course, the weather is going to be warmer.
But the winter time should be your big time. Titties! The winter time should be your big time because you're the snow queen, right?
Right.
But you said that's your boring time?
Yeah, it's kind of like she hibernates.
Winter,
Yeah, it's really weird, right? Like, how do you make it? How are you the North American snow queen? The only weather I ever hear from you is Winstead, fucking Connecticut. So you and Krista and Stan all know your weather. Which
well,
is
right
great.
now,
That's
see, one thing
fantastic.
you got a cold front right now in the Pacific Northwest that's coming in with lots of snow in the higher elevations right now.
Okay.
Colder temperatures.
Okay.
That's a fact. You got winds coming up in the Midwest United States.
Oh.
You got some cooler temperatures right now on the East Coast.
Okay.
Of course, Florida's still kind of warm. We got a snowstorm coming up this way from the West Coast, coming towards the East Coast. So we'll be seeing some of the systems starting to develop over Kansas around the 16th. Going to be coming into Connecticut around the 20th.
Very nice. How about the fact that it's going to be 80 degrees down here in the South?
Yeah, I know.
Starting Wednesday already. Woo!
Yeah. Good morning, Nads. How you doing today? How's it going, Nads?
I love it when you do the weather. You're the North American snow queen, for fuck's sake. I want you to embrace that.
Store queen. Sorry.
Well, thank you very much. I'll be honest, it's not always easy.
Oh, go to hell. No, is this Texas guy? Is this Texas boys a real
to
person?
get caught up, but I do get caught up.
Hill
So
Country is my favorite place in the whole wide world. I went to camp at Waldemar. My son went to Stewart.
now, are you Buffy the Bison on my
No, that is not no. Buffy the Bison is a very good friend of mine that joined.
Okay,
Why?
'cause
What's
I
the
don't know
problem?
if it actually came up on my other channel by now. So, like I said, on my Discord. So, avoid if you get a chance, come over to the Discord because we do a lot more behind the scenes over there than we do here. Well, a little bit anyway. Yeah, we try. It's slow. It's slow getting new people over there.
Well, the content has to be there. Like, they have to enjoy the stream so much that they're like, shit, I wonder if they're going to continue this conversation in Discord. Then you get them talking in general chat, right? But you've got like 550 channels in your Discord, so it's a little overwhelming. I don't mind it. I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it,
Right.
but it is a little overwhelming for
And
people
then,
that
of
have never
course,
used
like somebody
Discord.
of them have pointed out in the past, is we were on your Discord and then your mods, I'm not going to give names, threw us all out in the street.
I feel
What?
like I don't know
What?
what. Yeah, I don't know. We're talking in riddles, I think.
So, I mean, because like the other channels that have Discord, such as Kasaji Electric, he's doing pretty good. They discuss schematics, wiring diagrams, you know, for the projects that they're building. Of course, we have the uh, World of Warcraft platform. Wellhead has a Discord. Some of the guilds have Discords. So the thing that shows Discord's kind of got her fingerprints all over it. It shows a lot of the stuff that she watches. If you go to news and the spirituality and the technology, there you can see a lot of Michelle's stuff that she watches. She shares the links out to everybody. And sometimes when Michelle grabs all these news articles, she forgets that not everybody on YouTube has seen them. So it's almost like you could actually go through your Discord news section alone and just remind yourself by reviewing the articles and putting them on screen. Yeah, we could do that. I mean, we certainly have saved tons of links of news articles from Fox News and YouTube and other sites. Plus, Stoner's been putting some up there. Stan's been putting up there. Spirituality ones, technology ones. Oh, by the way, it reminds me that speaking of technology one, I do remember this article. They're working on a new compact disc medium. I'll say disc-like because it's actually not specifically DVD or CD, but this thing is a optical disc that can hold 100 petabytes, 100 petabytes on a CD. Now, I do not understand all the mumbo jumbo they were talking about. Except they say that they plan to make it possible to record 100 layers, discs. This is in the design stage right now. 100-layer CD to store 100 petabytes of data.
Mm.
I mean, is that going to be multi-session? Because I sure can't think of cramming all that one time.
I totally. Sorry, what were we talking about?
100 petabyte CD.
Why are we talking? Oh, we're on technology. Okay, let me know when we're done.
I mean, still, when the woman, I don't remember her first name, but she's kind of pretty, the commentator, and she is describing how the technology works using two lasers to work together to work through the layers of refraction. I was like, well, first of all,
20 regular, please. Cash.
we got Blu-rays, but they don't last forever. In fact, they got bit rot with some of these discs where labels come off. I have discs or DVDs. I'm talking about the ones that you make a homemade one, DVD minus or DVD plus R, so the labels came off, which is where all the little pits are. And when you lose the label, you're really losing the media, and or you get discs with holes through them. And so a lot of discs are falling apart and degrading. 100 years, my ass. They're not lasting no 100 years. I mean, I got records that are 100 years old and they still play as good as the day they came off the pressing print. So figure that out. Our CDs are not going to last 100 years, especially not DVD minus ours. DVD plus ours are definitely not. Blu-rays are not. Maybe the ones that are stamped in the glass dies, maybe those might last a long time, but that's not the kind of disc we're talking about here. All this, especially for 100-layer disc, my brain explodes at the thought of even having 2 layers. Never mind trying to cram 100 layers on a single disc. What, 30 people still really leaving? They come back. It's 12-12 anyway. So this CD thing is exciting to Michele because she still listens to vinyl. I listen to vinyl, but I don't listen to CDs. I got rid of my CD player years ago. Do I think some people are upset with Noodle's channel growth? I'm not. But the question is he going to be able to keep it up? Because remember, the faster you grow, the more likely that the growth will be fleeting. It's kind of like getting married, right? You met the girl on the weekend, basically shagged, go ahead to Las Vegas, get married. Next week later, you're having a divorce. No, growth like that, especially with marriage, is something that takes time to develop. And a YouTube channel is no different. Because when you're on a YouTube channel, you're committed to it for a long time. Right. Yes, they do. I have CDs that have holes in the foil labels. I'm talking about CDRW discs, CDRs, but even the regular standard CDs, the foil label, then there's the glue come off.
Hey, Michele.
Yeah.
So I met this guy, Petey. He has a channel called Petey's World. He sells coffee in Manhattan out of a coffee cart. All right.
Okay.
And he's doing what I'm doing, and he has gained 44,000 subscribers in 2 months. All right.
Right. So your mileage varies. It's not.
But you understand what I'm saying? So like, the way he's doing YouTube is he's trying to create money for his business that he's already has, and he wants it to grow faster and faster and bigger. Michele, I mean, that's the way business works. You want it to grow as fast as possible and get the most amount of money as possible.
Speaking of coffee, have you ever followed the Gather or the Quartering? Because the Quartering sells coffee too.
Okay, so do you think the quartering or whatever? Do you think he just wants to sell coffee as slow as possible, or do you think he wants to make as much money as possible in the short amount of time?
Well, he's the Quartering. Jeremy is covering the news. Right, he's got his Rumble channel. He's got his YouTube channel.
But why do you think he's doing that?
I think he's focusing more on the news. The coffee's just a sideline. So let me read what a voice says here. She said, MicheleMarieDalene, just want you to know that you're the only YouTube creator I am following. So if and when you need bits and pieces of equipment for better broadcasting, always help. Much appreciated. Right now, for the immediate time being, equipment-wise, we're A-okay. We don't need anything right now, but I'll keep you in mind. That's why you check out my wish list, guys. The wish list on Amazon is where we do post things. And for something I'm getting for Lumi on the wish list right now. She wants to find a way to preserve her wig. and keep it safely, on a nice wig head, so she can actually keep it in track of it. And so, if you check out the wish list, guys, I really would appreciate it ever so much.
Yeah.
So you didn't highlight the screen. I know, I gotta do that. So let me get this wish list up there for my Amazon. So we'd love to, because anything I need, unless it's a real emergency, is going to end up on the wish list. There is an expensive thing on the wish list that I don't think a lot of people are going to buy. If anybody wants to buy the solar generator in there, that would be good because summer's coming. Power failures are going to come. Lightning strikes are going to be coming. EMPs are coming because the sun is going into solar maximum. So it would be nice to keep the things running. Jim Dean says that. Okay, I have a person named Jim Dean that wants to come up on Panel Noodles. Let's get him up here. Let's see if I can get my screen. Where is it? Here it is. I need a button for this. Go ahead, Jim Dean. How you doing? Hello? I have no idea where he is. Doesn't seem to be talking to me. All right. Well, Jim Dean, I will. Are you ready to talk to me yet?
Nigger.
Oh, shut up. All right. So anyway, say we'll do so. Thanks. I appreciate that, guys. Because like Brian PC asked me to do, he said keep your wish list up to date. Now, anyway, the solar generator thing, which is made by Blue Eddy, has a neat mode which is perfect for my system because it has a UPS mode on it. So if the power fails, it immediately kicks over to the lithium ferro lithium ion batteries. So that's inside. So it'll actually will continue to keep powering up the system. It's a very small unit. It's not huge. But then again, I don't use this computer sips electricity like fine wine. It doesn't exactly guzzle it like beer, so it's not likely drawing any closer to 200 watts. Now, if I was to use that for the other one, I would have to buy the big badass 3,000 watt brother. But so it'll still keep the computer running even during a power failure. So at least we'd be able to end the show in a more constructive and safe way versus all of a sudden abruptly be off the air. So that's the nice thing about this technology. So, and that's important given the craziness going on right now. Avoid says, okay, understand. How much is the solar thing? Well, it doesn't come with the panel. The panel's separate. It's on the wish list. You'll see it. It's on the wish list. It's like $300. $300. Okay. Like I said, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of people can afford that. But I do have some smaller things on there that are a lot less expensive for people to look into.
Be right back, Michelle.
I don't usually have a power failure more than 5 minutes anyway, so it's fine. Actually, will run this computer fine because this computer doesn't even use that much power. Remember, it is small. It's not huge, but remember, I got to carry the sucker. So, the point is that iron lithium batteries are heavy, and so anything I can get to last would be better. And besides, it's a gift, okay? If you can afford it, you can afford it. No one's gonna sit there and go, no, I wanted the 6,000 watt one with the 3-phase input stage. No, for God's sakes, I put that on the watch list. Oh, no, we'll buy it. No shit. Oh, I mean, come on. It's a wish list. It's not a want list. That's a different thing.
Oh yeah!
Well, it doesn't come with the solar panel. That's separate. But where would they put the solar panel? In the living room window, most likely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I won't get that until wintertime, and guess what? Then I ain't gonna be sticking that thing outside and freezing my ass off. Or even bother asking Timmy, yo, Timmy, can I go ahead and build some brackets to the wall so I can put my solar panels up like a giant awning? Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. Even if it works like a UPS for 10 minutes, that's still would be better than nothing at all. I mean, you have to remember that. I can't have a big gasoline putt 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 or a diesel putt 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 because there's no place to put it, and the fire marshal doesn't want putt 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 putts on the porch. Solar panels are coming down in price, but you're right. They're still at least 75 cents a watt. New, but you can probably get used ones for less than 30 cents a watt if you know where to look. You have to remember, guys, I don't lose power much here. And when we do, it's very quick. And usually, uh, I have an SSD in this computer. So if the SSD gets corrupted, then it's over, buddies. Good morning, Tiger Kitty. So, I mean, yes, if your SSD gets corrupted, then you're going to be going to the Apple store going, excuse me, uh, could you reformat and reinstall my operating system? It seems my hard drive has had blown a fuse. To keep we did some wiggles and jiggles, not much stuff. But I mean, the truth of the matter is so that one may be small, but it's better than none at all. Trust me, if you got any kind of way of keeping the power going on your computer for streaming for at least 10 minutes and protect against surges, brownouts, and blackouts, that's a hell of an improvement. It's not $1,000, it's $300. That's what I'm saying. It's why it said $300 ones because that makes sense because it's not too huge, not too small. You know, I remember if it's too big, I can't carry it. If it's too small, then it's like a waste of time. I had a Vector modified sine wave inverter connected to a deep cycle lead acid marine battery. I wonder where the hell that ever went. That was a pretty neat design. That was a homemade setup there. You had the inverter on the outside bolted to a battery case, and you had a Group 27 battery inside connected by battery clamps to the inverter. And it was kind of like this, but it was homemade using a lead acid battery. And I don't even know where the hell it went. I mean, it was cool, but wait a fucking ton. It was a great idea, but like I said, it wasn't very polished. How much solar panel, all the things that would need to make connected and functional. It also gets charged to the mains too. So power also keeps it topped off. So when you plug it into the mains, it acts like a UPS. But unlike a standard UPS, which lacks proper cooling to support for long run times, it also supports USB support input output, and it also has the solar cell connections, and you can connect the external battery banks to it as well. So theoretically, you could plug in more batteries if you so want. It's like the sort of the cornerstone of the system. If you choose to get it fancy, get it fancy. You want it simple, you keep it simple. Well, like I said, it's on the wish list, guys. It's not the want list. Shall I create a want list too? No, it's not set for a phone charger. It's a phone charger. It also provides 120 volt mains power for running this Mac Mini, so the Mac Mini will keep running. It's a cute device, but it is kind of clunky. How heavy is that thing? It doesn't say. I think it's like 30, 40 pounds. Oh man, you have this strong, stout men to carry up the stairs? No, I don't, unfortunately. And it is heavy because it's lithium iron batteries, which have a longer lifespan than lithium iron. Yeah, it's a wish list. It's not a needs list. My need this week is going to be when I get paid to get a few more dresses for the summertime, and that's what we're going to do. Also, for the radio show, we got a couple records to pick up too, because I kept saying we're going to get some more records on my side. Things stand for what he's bought me, but we got to buy some too. So people know I'm putting something towards the show as well. Can't wait for me to do an unboxing. Really? It will run only 2 hours at best, but typical power failure in Winston is certainly less than 10 minutes. And if you can get it to run 2 hours, fantastic. With the Mac Mini, that's not a problem. On the 2009 Mac Pro, it probably wouldn't even last a second without blowing a fuse, because the thing draws 1,000 watts just by itself. Just by itself. The 2009 Mac Pro draws 1,000 watts. That'll be 15 cents an hour, please. Cool. New solid state drive, what is it? Oh, I'm not gonna buy another SSD. We're gonna buy a 1 terabyte hard drive because I mean SSDs are nice, but I have a 1 terabyte. But I'd rather have an extra mechanical hard drive because they're cheap as dirt and they are a little more reliable for lots of reads and writes. So, like I said, we'll see what happens. It's a wish list. It's not I gotta have this list, you know. I do have things on that list that are cheaper, like the wig head from Lumi's wig. So finally we can put Lumi's wig onto something, and then with special hair or wig anti-static detangling spray. We have that too on the wish list as well, and a special shampoo, so that we can keep Lumi's wig in good shape. That's certainly not going to cost no $300. That's for sure. It's like, I think the detangling spray is like 20. Wig heads are like 5 each. Let's get two because we're gonna get two because I got another wig too, which is the one I bought originally for the show, which was so starly. It's hanging on a hook in my uh closet because I have no other place to put it because the hair is so long it just basically falls all over itself. Um, but you know what? Um, we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. I was gonna buy a propane generator, but the only problem is my landlord and the fire marshal said they don't want propane cylinders on the porch. And a 2-gallon propane tank is not gonna run a propane generator very long at all. If you're using a gallon of propane an hour, you got a 5-gallon blue Rhino tank sitting in the porch. You're gonna get about 5 hours run time at half load on it. It's noisy and nothing says I got electricity and power than a loud generator that's going boom, 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 boom. So that's what I'm saying is I'm trying to be realistic in my wish list. I've taken a lot of things off the wish list, in case you didn't know that. The drill press is not there anymore. The Dremel tool isn't there anymore. I took those two off. What are you doing, Noodles?
Sorry.
Oh, it does have. I didn't know that. It do have a little bit of side effect. Let me know when you're talking, just like Google Meets does. I did not see that. Your head expands like a first one an eagle problem. Well, that's great, but what about the people that are like you on the screen? They don't see your head expanding. No,
No,
because,
Michele. No.
yeah. I have a gasoline generator. It's loud. Absolutely. Absolutely. If I was to go get a generator, I'd go with diesel. Then let's go ahead and have the local oil guy deliver 275 gallons and store the big oil tank in the backyard. Then might as well set up oil heat at the same time so you can heat your house and heat your generator at the same time. I agree with one guy said that he said that diesel generators are a better choice, especially if you already heat your house with heating oil, because you can run your heating system on diesel, or you can run your your generator heating oil. But the problem with diesel, it's like number one heating oil. So if you want to run your generator on diesel, it will work fine. Your oil burner in the basement will run on diesel as well. You might have to have the oil man make some adjustments to the orifice in the pump assembly if necessary to get the proper burn rate. But you can run number one heating oil or number two heating oil and on your generator as well, and it will not coagulate like gasoline. It won't break down into some nasty sludge that no one likes. But and also it's fire safe because it's not going to like gasoline. You don't need to use stable to it or fuel stabilizer. You don't have to go crazy worrying about the fumes catching fire. But you're still gonna have to deal with the loud put 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 sound, and all the marauders if things really go shit really hits the fan. We're gonna go to your house because you got electricity and heat, so not good, not good at all. Um, for a waste of money, yeah, order 275-gallon heating oil. Great idea. Well, if you're already heating your house with oil anyway, why not? Power the generator off it. After all, you're not going to be running a generator every day. You're not living in Scott Amundsen Base in Antarctica. So you need to worry about keeping the generator running, which is also your heating system, too, in Scott Amundsen Base in Antarctica. So for them, the generator is not exactly an optional thing, just me, because that's also your heating system, too. Do you know how much that would cost? Well, I figure about $4 a gallon for heating oil. My landlord was spending about that much every winter time. He was spending. This is back in 2016. He was spending up to about $3,000 every month on heating oil for this building. That's why he switched to natural gas. He still has two 275-gallon tanks in the basement. They still have heating oil in them, but obviously he has no way of using it because he doesn't have any oil burners that could use heating oil. Oh, yes, he does. He has one. The storefront does. The front, yeah, that's true. That one storefront has an oil burner in the basement. I don't think the two oil tanks are connected together, though. No. So a really interesting thing about. There's a guy who did that. He tried to charge his Tesla using a Jackery connected to his exercise bike. Him and his friend who had an exercise bike and a rowing machine connected to the thing. They had to pedal and row for about 8 hours just to get 5 miles of charge on the Chevy Bolt. That's not a long time, guys. That's like I can get to the store and back, and that's it. That's all they could do. They barely got. They wanted to go to Dairy Queen, and they were going to go to Dairy Queen. We got here, but no, I guess we're going to burn gasoline on the way home because they said it was a Chevy Bolt, not a Chevy Volt. So, wait, if the Bolt isn't the Bolt the only electric one, or is it the Volt? I don't know, but there was one that did not have gasoline in it as a backup. There was a Chevy Volt. I think it was a Volt. Yeah, the storefront's for rent. Jimmy's not doing anything with it right now. MicheleMarieDalene out on the wire has concerns regarding where and how do it charge the storage. It can charge in the mains as well. So so just like a UPS that also has solar inputs, so I could buy the panels later on, put them in the window in the living room. Get one of those foldable panels that just fold out. Put them in the window. Or just pick up 275-watt ones. Then I lose all my daylight. Oh, well. Yeah. Also, the fact is it's portable, so you can put a long enough cord on it. So maybe you could put out in the front of the building in the daytime. Well, it could be done. It could be charged. Yeah, it could be charged. It would be awesome to have this. Even if I have it plugged into the mains 24/7, and when the power goes out, the computer still keeps working. Could you please elaborate on that? The fact of the matter is what I could do is I could put a very long extension cord on the cables so that I can, which I believe they're using MC connectors, and then I can put those solar panels in the front of the building downstairs so that they will charge up. But normally I would probably do is just charge it from the mains. And then have the panels for like if they have an extended long outage, so that we can still keep streaming. Maybe not for hours and hours and hours and hours, but maybe for like an hour a day or something like that is needed. You have to consider the input versus output. It's just like eating. Yeah. Okay. If you eat in 10,000 calories, you only outputting about 2,000 calories, you're going to have a battery charge of net gain of 8,000 calories. Yep, big, fat, and large. At least the human body can expand to meet the energy storage. But on the other hand, this is what exercise does, is when you eat less, this is diet for you, you eat less, and then you're consuming more than you're eating, all of a sudden you go, you shrink. So to keep things within operable parameters, you want to have your EN close to or just slightly more than your typical E out, because once you have everything in balance, you don't have to worry about needing extra batteries, or you're not going to have to worry about not having enough electricity.
Oh, yeah!
No, not really. No, it's not a waste of money at all. I mean, really, you think about everything in this world now is so electrically dependent on power. Everything. Even your coffee grinder. Even your can opener, for that matter. In fact, even many people's course, Japanese toilets won't work without electricity. So you need to consider the reality of where we are with thanks to modern technology. The fact is that electricity is what's going to keep your systems running. You don't have electricity, you're literally dead in the water.
Oh, yeah!
And if you happen to have any need for things like a CPAP machine or something like that, or a nebulizer, and you don't have electricity, you literally could be dead in the water.
Oh, yeah!
Well, have you ever looked at the typical consumer age technology? Most everything now is always mains powered. I'm surprised my coffee cup is still basically a vessel that holds a liquid inside that you drink. Don't forget we have two this studio here. I'm gonna show you real quick, as far as you can see. You have turntable 1, turntable 2, monitor 1 over here, microphone, mixers, audio gear, processors. The computer, USB hubs down there. All of this stuff just to stream on YouTube. Oh yeah, camera 1, camera 2, camera 3 in the other room, which is this one. Camera 4 in the other room, which is outside. And you can see it looks like it's still kind of overcast, but it looks like it's improving quite a bit out there weather-wise. This camera here. So the point is, we depend on electricity to do what we do. And if we don't have electricity, we can't do what we do. Unfortunately, this is no longer the case. Electricity is now considered a necessity. For example, your heating system depends on electricity. At least most central heating system in the United States does. My parents' old convection hot air furnace, when it was burning coal back when 1840s, was certainly heating up the house plenty without electricity, a hot air system. But when they upgrade the forced hot air or the oil burner, that thing needs electricity to fire the oil burner, the pump, and the hot air blower. So no electricity, no heat, and depending on the situation, more likely you'll freeze. Okay, that's not even a laughable subject. That's just reality. A lot of modern infrastructure today depends on utilities that may not be there. May not be there. We're living in some very dicey times, guys, that we need to consider ideally getting ourselves off the electric teat.
Oh yeah!
We need to start being self sufficient because there may not be an option one day. You may wake up one day and find out that hackers have destroyed your grid or basically decided for a major corona master checks from somewhere to the Great Garrington event, 1859, knocking down SCADA and other support systems the utility companies need, or hackers have broken and trashed, and then find out that you don't have electricity for months. It is a thing. It is going to happen again, guys. 1859 is just around the corner.
Oh yeah!
Why don't you rent a cabin with a wood stove in the forest? How would I get there? Remember, I don't have a driver's license. I don't have a car. What am I gonna do? Ride a horse? I like the horse idea, but it's not really feasible. Yeah. Fringe. I'm on the fringe, urban. Yeah. You want urban? Go to Canaan. Outside of Canaan, Lakeville. Now there's urban for you, or rural for you, really rural. Kent, Canaan, Lakeville, Norfolk. Norfolk, no cell service out in Canaan, Lakeville. I don't know about Kent, but I don't think T-Mobile exists out there in Kent. No.
Oh yeah!
Even solar panels are dependent on the manufacturer of the panels and batteries. That's very true. Chris, I agree with you. But you know what? I think right now we've already seen what happened with COVID and how it affected the supply chain. That we're very dependent on a country that really doesn't like us, and that country is China. And all they want is our money. Talk about a slumlord. Yeah, they they let us borrow money from them, but then again they don't. They sell us stuff in exchange, but they want to capitalize on investments, which means making more cheap Chinese shit that you buy, and then guess what? It breaks because they realize I got you by the short and curlies now. Yes, night show tonight. Avoid says the energy crisis here has almost not affected me at all. I saw the coming. So you can buy really nice battery operated table lamps now. And I told my energy company that UK is only relied on 4% of Russian oil. It's funny. United States used to be totally self-sufficient until Biden came in and really fucked that up. Yes, we're having a night show tonight at 7 o'clock on YouTube and Kick, somewhat similar to this one. Hopefully, we'll cover some extra news articles that we have captured and stored in the news section of the Discord. So we will also try to get those played. I'm thinking it, like I said, it's going to be YouTube and YouTube and Kick this time, but eventually we're going to start doing more Kick only shows eventually, so we can grow the Kick channel some more too. We all know YouTube is doing pretty good as it is. It doesn't really need any more growth at the immediate time being, but Kick sure could use some more. I already get my food delivered by Instacart. Peapod's no cheaper. In fact, Peapod is even more expensive. Amazon, I've had food delivered by Amazon. They don't have refrigerated food though because we don't have the Amazon Fresh service here. So I told them to recalculate my energy bill, reflecting that 4% as I wouldn't pay a penny more. Yeah, you know what? Connecticut is actually asking for another 25% rate hike. 25% rate hike? Come on. Everscrew. You're ever-screwing me. I'm already paying fucking 16 cents a kilowatt hour. How much more do you want me to pay? Well, at least you can negotiate. Connecticut is up to the Public Utility Control to determine that. And the DPUC is always constantly going, okay, fine. All right, here's another rate hike for you. Oh, we want more, please. Oh, someone, we so much love you. Hey! No one can afford that. You want to go up to 20 cents a kilowatt hour now? Are you fucking sick in the head?
Oh, yeah!
Jesus Christ, already, people on fixed income are already taking a bloodbath. You're trying to turn electricity into a luxury again after all you made it a mandated utility? How much can you do that to people? The poor will always be with you. Well, yeah, well, one day the poor are going to tell you to basically do just like our wonderful friend Bugs Bunny says. You know what he says? Hit the road! Right, because they can't afford it anymore. They can't afford it anymore. I mean, Everscrew here in Connecticut doesn't actually generate electricity itself anymore. It has contractors. That's part of the deregulation. Deregulation? How come other parts of the Everscrew system have not asked for the same rate hike? They said they're only doing it in Connecticut because of state legislature. You gotta be kidding me. I'm sorry, but it doesn't compute.
Oh, yeah!
And I can't afford it anymore. But my landlord doesn't want me to go back to kerosene lamps either because he's afraid of fire, which is a valid reason to be worried.
Oh, yeah!
So, and I do have battery LED flashlights and things. That's why we upgraded from the Mac 2009 Mac Pro to the Mac Mini because it uses a lot less electricity. How much more do we have to change to lose even more electricity? Well, I don't know. Bugs Bunny of Mel Blanc was funny. I like that one. That's not the only soundboard I like. I have one more that I like to play once in a while, which is this one.
Now what, I say, what's the big idea bashing me on the noggin with a rolling pin? Clunk enough people and we'll have a nation of lumpheads.
You listen to me, Everscrew? Oh, so anyway, guys, I'm going to see you at 7 o'clock tonight. And I'm glad that we had up to 30 people today. I'm hoping that we'll have... Can we get 30 people on the night show?
Oh, yeah!
I'd like to see that. 7 o'clock tonight, YouTube and Kit, get your ass over here because you know what? I'm not going anywhere else.
Oh, yeah!
So for right now, I'm going to let you guys go. I'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock on YouTube and Kick. And please bring your friends, bring your dog, bring your cat, bring your priest, bring your rabbi, bring a garbage man, bring an electrician, bring a plumber. I don't care. Bring everybody. Bring everybody at the local bingo hall. I couldn't care. Bring them all over here. Let's have a good night show. Let's bring everybody over there. Have a good time. Talk about stuff. Open panels. Open places to cover everything.
Oh, yeah!
And I'll try to keep the news up for you, too. I'll find some stories for you. Maybe we'll walk through the Discord together, go through the news section of the Discord together, and pull some news articles so we can all discuss something based on the headlines and maybe play some of the content. But for now, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.